We all love a good story, but a lot of us struggle when it comes to being creative. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can leverage AI and other people's stories to create content that is captivating and can get people to take action. So let's go and get started. Now, if you're struggling for ideas when it comes to stories, YouTube is a great place. There are so many YouTube channels which are storytelling channels. This is one of my favorites. The guy's name is Mr. Borland, and he tells a ton of stories that are basically related to horror, scary stuff, mysterious things, and he has a huge following. So this is one of his videos. She played his psychotic game and no one believed her. So I'm going to grab the URL of this video, the whole thing. Going to head on over to Notebook LM, open up a new notebook. We'll choose YouTube as the source and we'll paste the URL in here and hit insert. This will create a summary of the story, but we need to do a couple of extra things. So this actual video is 33 minutes long, so the story is quite in depth. So I'm going to ask Notebook LM, please give me a shorter version of this story and see what it spits out, because I need to take a short version and then feed this into a different AI to potentially create the basis for an email. So let's just wait. So we've got this in bullet points. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to copy this. Now we're going to head over to a different AI. Now you can use Claude, you can use Gemini, you can use ChatGPT. It doesn't really matter. You can use all of them and see which one gives you the best results. I'll use Claude to demonstrate this. And I've already got this prompt in here. Turn this story into an email I can write to my email list. Now when we're writing an email, we're not just telling somebody else's story and that's it. There's a point to an email. So the goal is to provide a fun story, but I want to create a segue that is a natural flow to my call to action. So whenever we're writing an email, what do we want the reader to do? Do we want them to go to a YouTube video? Do we want them to click to read an article? Do we want them to go to a sales page that's one of our products? Are we sending them to an affiliate link? Are we sending them to a community? There are so many different options, and that's the thing that you need to consider. What is it that you want people to actually do? So for example, I will say I want people to click a link that will take them to my free Facebook group that helps beginners get clarity and make money online. And let's see if we can take this story and then somehow create a segue that's a natural flow to this. Now we're just going to paste the story in here. Now let's just go back to the start and think about this. We're going to get rid of this first of all. If we just send an email saying, oh, please join my Facebook group, here's the link, it's boring. And most people will just write these short emails that don't stand out and they get lost with all of the other emails that we all receive. So if we can actually tell a story that grabs people's attention and it's fun, then we can potentially get more clicks. So let's hit enter and see what happens. Okay, so we've got this story here. It's given us a subject we can use for our email. Now we can change this if we want to, but it's subject, a wild true story that will make you question everything. Then it's got dear name. Well, I wouldn't have that in my email. I don't think that sounds natural, so I'd get rid of that. The story starts, have you ever heard a story so unbelievable that you'd swear it was fiction? Well, buckle up because I'm about to share a true tale that will blow your mind. Picture this, a couple, a mysterious break-in, kidnappers in wetsuits, and a plot twist that would make Hollywood jealous. This isn't the latest Netflix series, it's a real-life story of Denise Huskins and Aaron Quinn. Then, this is where AI doesn't do a good job in this particular case. It says, brief retelling of the story. Well, I want AI to give me that brief retelling of the story. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to put this down here for now. Then we come down here, and the segue is really, really good in my opinion. Can you imagine being in their shoes? Their ordeal reminds us that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. It's a stark reminder that life can throw us curveballs when we least expect it. Now you might be wondering, why are you telling me this crazy story? Well, it got me thinking about how often we face situations in life and where we feel lost, confused, or like no one believes in us. Maybe not as extreme as Denise and Aaron's case, but we all have moments where we need guidance and support. That's why I wanted to invite you to join I change it to my, free Facebook group. Now I've got a Facebook group called Beers with Adam. It's a community dedicated to helping beginners find clarity and make money online. Now that's because I gave it that information. I could reword that a little bit so it sounds more enticing. Just like Denise and Aaron eventually found vindication and support, our group is here to back you up on your journey to online success. In this group you'll find, and then we've got some bullet points. Obviously these have to be accurate and you can change these if you want. Ready to write your own success story? Click here to join our free Facebook group and take the first step towards clarity and online success. etc. So you can maybe add a little bit of an ending if you want to. So to me, this is a much better email, and it's going to stand out and get people's attention rather than a subject that says, join my free Facebook group, and then the email says, I've got a free Facebook group. We talk about this, this, and this. Here's a link, please join. That's boring. So you want to turn it into a story. However, the story part wasn't really included. So I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to say, please write the brief retelling and then incorporate it into the full email. Write the complete email with story below, and then I'll just make sure I spelled that correctly, and then we'll hit enter. I'll pause the video and be back in 2 secs. There we go. We have an email that we can potentially use. We've got a subject, we've got the same intro here, which is this bit here, and then we have the actual story itself, the brief retelling of the story, which was a 33-minute video. And then we have a really cool segue that encourages people to take a specific action. What we need to do is we need to take this email, add it to any autoresponder that we have, make sure that we proofread it, add any links, remove any bits that we don't want, maybe, you know, add a different intro rather than just saying, you know, dear name. I might not put anything at the end. I'll probably put my name. I like to put my name with something in between my name in quotations, and just obviously include the links as well. And if you do this for some of your emails, you're going to get better results, because most people love a good story and stories stand out. And if you go into your email inbox right now, I guarantee it that most people are not telling stories because it either takes too much time or effort, or they think that it's difficult. But telling stories is so powerful. Now you can also incorporate stories into other aspects of your marketing. Now below this video I will leave a link, and if you enter your name and email address, I'll share some examples of other stories that I've used. I've talked about faceless babies in Prague. I've talked about all sorts of random stuff, faceless Japanese women from Japanese horror stories. But all of these have a point. It's not just a random story. The goal is to get somebody to click a link. So if you are interested in learning more about all of this stuff and making your emails better and stand out more and get more conversions, then there'll be a link below this video. If you click on that, it will take you to a page where you can enter your name and email address, and I'll be sharing some really cool stuff via email. Thank you for watching. Please leave any questions below, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Take care.